to the SoleMate series.
Yes.
We have Margaret as our guest.
Which we're very excited.
Yes,
Very excited
we
to have
are.
Marg on.
Now, Margaret, tell us a bit about you. You know, why you're on our podcast.
So I actually work in Carindale. Oh, so I've been that nearly 11 years.
Get out of
Really?
town.
Yeah. So nearly 11 years, and I'm one of the oldies. So, but then being an oldie, you have a lot of experience, and I like today. The other day, this customer came in and she said to me, "You act as though I'm your friend or best friend when you greet me," and I went, "Yeah, that's what it's all about."
Awesome.
So we're here to talk about plantar fasciitis.
Yes. So
Do
it's
we-
Plantar Fasciitis week.
Yes,
Cool.
exciting. So, what do we know about plantar fasciitis? I think that's where we should start off, shouldn't we?
I feel like it feels like 1 in every 3 customers that come
Correct.
through the door.
Definitely.
Have been told they have it.
Definitely. Yes.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
one of the
We do
things
have
I
a
know.
lot of customers come in, and that's the first thing they always say, "Oh, my feet are really sore."
It feels like 1 in 3 customers.
And we do have a lot of customers coming complaining about their sore feet, and it usually is the plantar fasciitis, the dreaded plantar fasciitis.
Yeah.
People generally have different names for it. They come in and go, I think it's like plantar fascia, the fascia or something like that.
That's it.
Oh, plantar
That's it.
fasciitis.
It took me. I think it took me a while to learn the word when I first started working here.
Yeah.
Now it just rolls off the tongue.
So, Patria, let's start with you. What do you know about plantar fasciitis as a definition?
So you have the fascia tendon in your foot, and a lot of the time I think people go to a podiatrist and what they're complaining of is heel pain and feeling like maybe they have a heel spur or a bruised heel or something like that, but it's actually the fascia tendon is either got a tear in it or is inflamed, and it's almost like even though the fascia runs through the foot, most of the pain you feel when that happens is in the heel.
Sorry, I don't know all the technical stuff.
Yep.
All I know is that you there are ways that you can help it. It's not an overnight cure.
Yeah.
The first thing when they come into the store and I ask them, "Do you walk around the house barefoot?" And the first thing they say is yes, and it's a big no, because that actually, as you say, it tears it all the time.
Yeah,
and you
that's
do
what's
need
putting
support.
the pressure on the fascia
Yeah.
is not having the support underneath.
Yes.
Because I know there's a lot of like tips and tricks out there. Because you know I've got plantar fasciitis.
Do you?
Oh yeah,
Ella's
Like,
our resident
I-
plantar
do you wear
fasciitis
shoes
bunions
around the house?
girl.
I have to. It is so painful if I don't wear shoes.
But did you?
My feet hurt.
Oh,
So
were you a
much.
barefoot person before?
No, I've always been in Birkenstocks, even as a kid.
I think I guess some customers have come in with the whole it takes a different amount of time for each person to manage it or heal it or
Yeah.
different things. And then you've also got some people end up, I guess this is something to ask a podiatrist about, as to it's probably different for each person when they end up maybe needing like is it the cortisone injection? Some people
Correct.
get in their
Yeah,
feet?
really. They have to go to that
like they have to
extreme.
go to that extreme. So I guess it depends
God.
on the person and the foot. So
But cortisone only
it's
fixes
just
it.
relief.
Yeah,
right?
correct. It doesn't help. It doesn't. Well, I wouldn't say cure it, but it's definitely you have to have supportive shoes. That's
Yeah, okay.
that's point one.
Yeah,
Correct.
well, I had my foot strapped, and
Yes.
it was like, how do you do this every single time? Because you
Correct.
don't have a shower. Even if you pop a bag over it, it's
Yes.
so
It's
gross.
gonna
Like
go-
you
yeah.
gotta replace it, and you gotta refresh
So it's the
and clean
plantar
it.
fasciitis
The
socks.
socks
Yeah.
help
And that's how it
so
works.
much.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
use them as an after sport sock. For
Oh,
like
okay.
hiking all day, had normal hiking socks on,
Yeah.
and like it was when I was doing like a multi-day hike, and I found that the relief, because your feet, obviously, a whole day of hiking, even if you're in really good hiking boots, you're still going to be tired and a little bit sore, and so at night, to get relief for then starting the hike the next day, I'd sleep in my plantar
Yeah.
fasciitis socks.
Yeah.
To
You'd
give
sleep
them,
in
yeah,
socks?
to give
You're
them.
that person?
No.
That's disgusting.
Oh
God.
Only on multi-day hikes.
So
Also,
Patria's that
don't shame
person.
people who want to wear socks. Maybe their feet get cold.
Yeah.
Sorry for anyone else who wants
Yeah.
to wear socks in
Ella
bed.
has
But
a-
no,
that
highly recommend. Highly recommend.
is
Great,
so-
great
Also,
socks.
so you're interviewing a podiatrist this week
Yes,
about
Netta.
plantar fasciitis.
Yeah. I'm interviewing Netta. She's from Podiatry Beyond. She's super lovely. She actually loves On and Naon and all those brands. So it'll be really great to have a chat with her about it.
Yeah, okay. Because I guess the one thing we haven't covered is the relief that cushioning can give as well.
Yeah.
Like even if it's not adding to the like fix, like maybe that an arch support is. I don't know, something to check
Yeah.
with a podiatrist. But sometimes like making sure the heel is cushioned in a shoe will at least help it
Yeah.
feel better.
Something for you guys then. I have a really high high arch. I roll outward, so I supinate. I have plantar fasciitis, and I'm not allowed to have a high arch support. I shouldn't really have a support. All I need is cushioning.
Okay.
So that's another question to
There you
ask a podiatrist, because I've got.
Is it more the structure of the shoe then? Like you
Yeah.
still need a well-structured
Or is
shoe.
it everybody different? Or
Because
does
some
that,
shoes can be too flimsy
Yeah, yeah.
with cushioning. Does
True.
it still need to have structure to it?
Yeah.
You know, like
maybe.
an Echo has a really good
Nice
structure to it.
contour. Yeah. Or something maybe like a fit flop. I've heard fit flop. Like
They do.
ages.
One of
they
their main
used to be-
benefit is basically the
It's
heel.
for
They're
plantar fasciitis.
super heel.
When you
Yeah.
have a look at on the bottom of a flip flop, it's got this big red ring, and
Yeah.
that tells you that it's
Got
very cushioning. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, should we take a bit of a break from plantar fasciitis and maybe
What,
treat
eat the cake?
ourselves?
Eat the cake.
Mug,
Yeah.
did you know? Mug, did you know about our cake for work project?
I've seen the cake. I don't know if it's a ritual or something. Do we have to like?
Ritual.
A ritual.
I don't
So
know.
it is that people, one, just we love cake, but two, that people come to Foot Gear to treat their feet. So we thought, as part of our SoleMate series, we'd help people find where else to treat themselves in Brisbane.
Oh, there you go.
So you treated your feet, you treat yourself now.
Oh, right.
Yeah,
Okay.
it's a balance, you know.
So we're trying different places around Brisbane and rating if we
These
think
are-
it's
these
worth
are
travelling.
Wow.
Yeah, there's like
Yeah.
a mango pandan and coconut, or just pandan?
So pandan and coconut,
And like a
then
classic strawberry.
Yeah, and then the mango. That's mango and coconut as well.
Yum, like
Yeah.
a wee spa. Oh my goodness.
Do you know if
Oh, the
this
green
is
one
good?
is really good.
Really?
The really
Oh my
good.
god! Okay, let me
The
try.
green one is really good.
Oh, yum.
Why
It's
is
like
that?
the strawberries and cream is like a classic yummy sponge cake.
Oh,
Does it
the
have jelly in
pandan
it?
is so good.
I know.
I knew it would be.
It's not too sweet.
Oh,
I love it,
really-
guys.
We're just
I
gonna
took
give
a really big bite.
We're just going to give a
With it.
shout out again. What's the cake store called?
Pick a cake.
And what street is it on?
Racecourse Road. In
And what
Ascot.
suburb is it on?
Oh, Ascot.
Good girls.
Cheers.
And it comes back to also, you have to remember when any of these things happen in your life, you can get relief, but you have to find where the culprit comes from.
No to no shoes.
See, I do a combo of plantar fasciitis socks and like my Kmart slippers because they're cute. Like I've got
Okay.
Easter ones right now,
Mhm.
so you know. And did you know those socks? Fun fact. I don't know if you guys know about it, but they have silver thread in it in the plantar fasciitis OS First socks.
Oh, okay.
And the silver thread, they use it in surgeries. So when like someone's been cut open or something, that sounds really aggressive. But when someone's like got they're bleeding or you know they need to stitch them up, they put silver over it because
It's
it actually
healing.
Yeah, it's antibacterial.
So that's a good fun fact.
That is
I
a
like
really
fun
good fun
facts.
fact. That
Yeah,
is
so
good.
they've actually
so
got
the
silver thread.
helps with
Yeah.
antibacterial.
Yeah, and healing. It's got healing properties.
Yep. Oh,
I don't
healing
know.
properties.
I've kind of forgotten all the healing properties, but
Mhm.
it's it repairs the skin quickly, like
Huh.
really
Yeah.
quickly. Pain when you know how everyone talks about you get up in the morning and your feet hurt the most.
Yes.
Yeah.
I don't get that.
When and how do you feel your plantar fasciitis?
If I'm on my feet with no shoes for like more than an hour, probably even 30 minutes now, I'm done for. Like
Yeah.
pain. Well, I have other things wrong with my feet as well, so that I ignore. That I do see a podiatrist, but I, just ignore the.
You got to do the work.
I know you got to do the work.
What's your go-to when it's starting to happen other than the socks?
Just
having good shoes,
I have
or-
good shoes. All
Yeah.
my shoes are good quality shoes. They're
Yeah.
all like Foot Gear shoes.
Yeah.
But
Because
all
even if
the
it's not a
time-
Birkenstock, like,
Yeah.
do you find like putting yourself into like a nice secure
Comfortable
lace
shoe.
up
Yeah,
will help
yeah.
as well?
Oh, not really. Actually, no, that's so fair. I don't really go into a Birkenstock. I
Mhm.
generally will switch between shoes. I can't
Yeah, okay.
stay in one shoe for too
Yeah,
long.
the most
Yeah,
supportive
okay.
shoe is the best shoe. Fully
Yeah.
covered lace up.
Fully covered.
The best shoe
yeah.
you can ever have on your foot, fully covered lace up shoe.
Yeah.
Why do you
Think
say
about
that though, Margaret?
Because a fully covered lace up shoe actually supports your foot so
Mm.
much better because you can actually pull the laces.
Yeah, and it holds
And
you
that-
on your instep.
Correct. Yeah.
And I
A
think
lot
the
of-
difference as well is in a sandal, or like a ballet flat or anything like that. I don't know. This is something to check with a podiatrist how much it can affect the fascia.
Yeah.
tendon is like, just say you're in a ballet flat, even if the ballet flat has really good support in it, and the same with like a sandal, if it's not fully holding your foot, like for long distances and lots of wear, you are gripping with your toes a bit more, so that's using a lot more muscles in your foot to hold that shoe on. Whereas when you're in a lace up, you're not having to grip with your toes to hold the shoe onto your foot. It is secure to your foot. I think that's part of what makes a difference.
So basically, when the podiatrist told you your problem and everything, have you rectified it, or have you did you go, oh no, that'll be all right, I can just get over it? Or have you really changed your footwear and the way you treat your feet now?
I definitely don't wear shoes with high arch. So like, unfortunately, I can't wear Frankie 4
So you've
sneakers.
taken their recommendation?
Yeah, I have.
And has that given you relief?
100%, yes.
There you go.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
once again, podiatrist and foot gear, hand in hand.
Yeah. I love it. We're finding the soulmates.
A customer told me this once, when it comes to shoes, you can have your, like, you know, you have a car that just gets you from A to B.
Yep.
So there's something that gets you from A to B and something that gets you from B to C. So your A to B shoe gets you from point A to point B. That could be quite long. You need really good shoes for that.
Yeah.
But your B to C shoe, your bar to car shoe, might not have to be that.
I
Your
like
bar
it.
to car.
Bar to car.
Yeah.
So you only have to get from dinner back to your car.
Correct. Yeah.
And you sit down most of the
So
time.
I
Yeah.
guess it's basically A to B shoe and a B to C shoe.
I like that. Yeah,
But
yeah.
It's
Yeah.
like sometimes certain shoes might be just a sometimes shoe. Like some people might even, for them, a Birkenstock might still be a sometimes shoe for them, where they're wearing their sneakers most of the time, and then sometimes their Birkenstocks in between.
But I think as well, before you jump in, I think
Again.
that brands, I think brands are really improving their styles. Like,
Yeah,
I was just going to
that
say that's
you
exactly
don't
wrong.
need two
We're on the
different
same.
pairs. Yeah, we're on the same
Yeah.
team. We're on the
Yeah,
same
I
page.
know. So
I
But you
agree.
don't need them. Like I think because like Frankie 4 and you know Echo and all those brands now, they're all coming quite stylish now.
Yep.
So you don't really need two pairs of shoes.
And that's the thing,
in
you're
my
not
eyes. I don't know.
you're not seeing people's faces drop like, I've been to the podiatrist and I've been told I
Yeah.
have to put comfy shoes on.
No.
It's because there's some stylish sneakers and things like that
Yeah.
out there now
Yeah.
that are stylish and on
It is,
trend.
it is, and
and
it is the
comfortable as
fashion
well.
to wear skirts with sneakers
Yeah,
and things like
definitely. I
that.
love
That's
that.
exactly what it's all
And like
about.
for example, like soft 60, great for traveling. And you know what? You can not only travel, and you don't have to wear an ugly hiker or a really ugly shoe. You can wear them all day, and then also
And
traveling.
you can wear that out to dinner.
Yeah,
Yeah,
100%.
totally.
Yeah. So like, you don't really. I don't know. You
Depends
can,
where you
can
go.
pick. It just depends on person to person and your
Yeah.
situation.
Definitely.
Yeah.
But like you know, it's always great when you can have one shoe.
It is, yeah. The fashion does incorporate now
Yeah.
any problems, and you can wear a lace-up shoe, and it looks really good.
Yeah.
Okay, so it's been really fun having a special guest,
And I love being here.
our resident.
And the cake.
People have the work mum, but you're the work grandma.
I am.
Yeah.
Some of the
Got
young
sass.
boys, some of the young boys come in to buy the Birkenstocks, and I go to. So when you put them on, it makes you stand up straight. Now stand up straight, shoulders back, and that's definitely a grandma. That's a grandma saying.